everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Cassie and it is the finally fall book tag. Today is the first day of autumn and that also means today is my 27th birthday. So yay! I have a stack of books right here that I have picked out for this tag. Usually I go into tags blind, not knowing stuff, but I don't feel like getting up and down and going back and forth from my bookshelves to my seat. So yeah, I am ready for this tag and I hope you are too. All right, the first question is, fall is crisp and clear and I have to pick a book that has a vivid setting, a book that you can picture so easily just by how the words are written. And I have picked Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I loved this book so much. I gave it 5 stars. I recently watched the movie and yes, the movies are always so different from the books, but that is to be expected. But like when I watched that movie, it was as I had pictured it in this book, and that is amazing by how authors can do that. They can create a world so vividly and you can picture it and then it comes to life and then it's just as you pictured it, and that is this book. This is one of my favorite books and I do highly recommend it, although there is tons of info dumping. There's a lot going on. You may be prone to skim a lot because it talks and talks and talks a lot, but I still do recommend it. I love this, but I do love these types of books. Nature is beautiful, but also dying. Name a book that deals with loss and grief, and I have picked up A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This is about a boy who is dealing with his mother having cancer, and he has to deal with monsters to be able to face the problem that him and his family is going through. And it is a very hard-hitting book. It was very emotional to me. Maybe because I'm a mom and you know I have 2 boys, and especially when the kid has the same name as your kid, and it's just like it makes you connect so much when you have family or something like that, some kind of you're related to this some way, and it's just it makes it that more emotional and hard-hitting. And to see this boy come to terms with what's going on was so difficult. But I'm so glad I read this. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars also, and I do highly recommend this. Number 3 is Fall is Back to School Season, and it's about a nonfiction book. I don't read nonfiction books, so I cannot answer this question. I do apologize. Number 4 is, in order to keep warm, you spend times with people that you love. And in order for this question to answer, you need to pick a book or books that you want to spend time with the family, the friends, just a group of people, anybody. And I pick all the characters except for Queen Lavanna in this series. Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, Winter, Jason, Captain Thorn, Prince Kai, and Aiko, especially Aiko. I love her personality. I would love to spend time with all of these characters. They all seem so fun and crazy and up to do anything. Number 5 is the colorful leaves are piling up on the ground, and I need to show you a stack of fall colored spines. And here we go. We have red, A Gathering of Shadows, orange, Illuminae, yellow, 3, and brown, Fly by Night. I have read this one only. I still need to read these 3. So should I do that like really soon? Which one should I put on my top priority list? I have read Illuminae, just not this one, or this one. Let me know. Fall is a perfect time for storytelling, and this is a question that you have to pick a book with someone telling a story inside. And the only book that I can think of that I have that does that is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I'm only right here. I've not read very much of it. I got distracted by other books, but I really do want to read this. This book, and I'm guessing the series, just sounds so interesting, and I was entertained. From what I've read, I just got distracted by other stuff. But I do want to continue on with this book. It's about a man who has magic, and he is being interviewed by someone, and he's telling his life story of him growing up with magic and having to do certain things that he's either proud of or not so proud of. The night started getting darker. Pick a dark, creepy, scary read, and I pick It by Stephen King. I have made it right there last October. That is page 235, and this book is over 1,000 pages long, so it is a monster. I have seen both movies. I hope to pick this up again in October. I want to pick up a lot of scary reads in October. That is my goal. So this truly is a scary read. This movie is what made me scared of clowns when I was little. I was told, I guess when I went to the fair when I was little, and a clown gave me a balloon. It was probably red, but I guess I lost my first balloon. So I was taken back to get a new balloon, and I didn't want it. And I was holding the balloon like this, and I did not want to let it go. I was afraid it was going to fly away, so we had to take it back to the man. And you know, as I've been told this story as I've been growing up, I keep thinking, I think it is because of this. I saw that movie when I was little, which is a bad thing to do, and it scarred me ever since. The days are getting colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that you can read on a cold, windy, nasty day. And I know this book that I have picked out is not a short read, but it is one of my favorite books, and it's very heartwarming, funny, and yet sad, and it's just, I think it is an amazing book. It's one of my top favorite books ever, and it is called A Man Called Ube by Frederick Bachman. I love this book. It was funny. The old man just reminded me of people that I know, and it just made it even funnier. And I loved this book so much. It was funny. It was sad. It hit me with feels, and I love this book, and I highly recommend it. And I do want to read more of Frederick Bachman's work. He may become one of my favorite authors, and I'm glad this is a book that I have read and just did not leave out. Fall returns every year. Name a book, or I have several books here, that I would like to get to again. And all of these are favorites of mine, but it's been a long time since I've read them. And this one right here, I have read the whole entire trilogy. This is The Winter's Curse. I've read the trilogy. I love the trilogy. I love the characters. I love so much of the political elements in this book. And I think it captures how when you are in this type of situation, you have to really be on your toes. You really have to think certain ways, and you can't let other people kind of get to you. It's very political. It's complicated and political. The next two books are books that I want to reread because I need to continue on with the series, and it's been a long time since I've started these books or even read part of the series, so I need to get it back into them again. And this one is The Poison Throne, and this one is Witch and Wizard. This one's by Celine Kiernan. This is by James Patterson. I have read the first 3 books in this, the first 2 books in this. This one takes place in an older time with like a medieval time. I couldn't even think of the word, sorry. A medieval time, and there's magic and ghosts, and the way this is written is very awkward, but it takes time for you to get used to it. But I ended up enjoying how it was written. I loved it, and I wanted more. And it's hard to find books that were written like this. So if you have read this book, and if you can find the writing style of another book similar to this, please let me know. And then this one, Witch and Wizard by James Patterson. I've read the first 3 books. It's about a brother and sister who lose their parents, discover they have magical powers, and they have to deal with the police or this huge force of something, and they like capture other kids with magical powers, and they kind of have to rescue not only their parents, but these other kids. It's a huge story, a huge series, and I absolutely loved it. I hope I can get back into these soon. I would love to finish these. Fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights, and I need to show you my favorite accessories that I love to use when I am not only in fall, but when I'm reading. And that is a nice warm drink, which that's not very warm anymore. It's gotten cold. Of coffee or hot chocolate or anything, and this is my favorite mug, so anything warm to snuggle up in. My other favorite accessory, this gray blanket. I love it. It's one of my favorite things, and I carry it everywhere. Even my kids love it, and they try to take it from me. So this is a well-beloved blanket. So here are my two favorite things along with books. So the last question is to tag people to do this video. Lacey, you should know I'm already going to tag you. I tag Lacey DeBell to do this Finally Fall book tag. I tag Lori Dawson to do this tag. I tag Books with Alyssa J, Danny Buxton, and Sophisticated Books. If you all have already done this tag, please let me know down in the comments so I can go watch your video. I plan on tagging more down in the description, so please check that out to see if you are tagged. And I thank you so much for watching this video. Fall is my favorite season. I can wear sweaters and not sweat so much and just drink warm stuff and snuggle up in blankets and books and or videos, whatever. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you in another video. Bye!